you. I would watch the days go by, wasted and blue. I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out to the world. You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for crazy for love. Crazy for love. Whenever lost, whenever down, you know what to do. There's no mountain I won't climb, be right by your side, right by your side. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out to the world. You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for crazy for love. Crazy for love. I found a miracle, I found the dream. Living is beautiful with you and me. I found a miracle, I found the dream. Living is beautiful with you and me. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out to the world. You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for. You know I'm crazy for, crazy for love, crazy for. You know I'm crazy for, crazy for love.
Hello, happy Monday, and welcome to this episode of Q&A with the Hombre. I am sitting here today enjoying some Siete Leguas Añejo. That's my sipper today. What are you guys sipping on? Love to hear what you guys are enjoying this Monday evening for some of you, and night for others. It's 4:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the West Coast. Just coming off a Super Bowl here in the Southern California area. So everyone's kind of happy except for us Bengals fans who were disappointed in what happened with our Bengals yesterday. But oh well, right? We're used to it. Next year we'll be back, right? Can't say the same for the Rams. So that's good. All right. So we are going to be talking about a lot of things today, I guess. Everyone, you guys, questions, whatever, feel free to ask away. Let us know what you're sipping on too right now, what you're enjoying, and we're here to answer your questions and have a good time talking about agave spirits. So we can even turn a little music up if we want. I like this song. It's got a good beat to it, man. It's going to be my new jam, I think. All right, so let's go visit with our subscribers. I like that you can see the mezcal. Yeah, well, I have to move that away so you don't look at it because I need to keep you under control. Hey, Ruben, how are you doing, buddy? Glad you could make it today. Yeah, that was cold, but that's what I got to do to keep you under control. I know you too well, Todd Gilbert. Newest to the channel, what do you think of the potential of the staves are Tapatio, Llorona, Resal?
Did you say Resal? Oh yeah, baby, Resal. Oh yes. I think it's. Ooh, yeah, it definitely. You said Resal. Ooh, that stuff's so good. It's nectar of the gods, man. It makes me want to sing. Oh yeah, Resal.
You gotta watch it when you talk about Resal around me. Yes, absolutely. Yes, why not? It's all wood, right? So Resal is done in a new oak. So is Tapatio, Tapatio Excelencia. Tears of Llorona, no, because that's actually aged and used brandy, cognac, and scotch barrels. So in order to do something like that, you'd have to soak staves and different liquors and stuff to kind of match that flavor profile. So that's kind of a bad one to do because it's multiple barrels blended together. It's more better for a single barrel approach. So like just a bourbon aged or cognac aged, or so more like Paradiso. You can definitely do something Paradiso wise. Although Paradiso, when it goes into those barrels, they're distressed barrels. They're used for a long period of time. They're not new wood, where this is going to give a new wood presentation. So, but definitely, Tapatio and Resal definitely easily. You could duplicate that. You just have to taste it and keep checking it. And then when it gets to that point, and pull it out. But absolutely, yeah, you can duplicate all kinds of stuff with the staves. It's the same potential as using a barrel. It's just, this is very good quality wood, better quality wood than what some of the barrels that the distilleries are using. And it's new wood, which means it's still rich with flavors and it's not used up. Although a lot of the flavors weren't soaked out of it from the bourbon that was in there before. So, but absolutely, there's lots of potential to those. That's why I introduced them to you guys. And that's why I encourage you guys to play with them. Hey, Shaman, glad you could make it. Welcome. Hey, Daniel. Sorry, my eyes aren't working so good today. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Hey, Silas P. Bienvenido. Welcome, my friend. Hey, Ruben. Hey, Bunny76. Hola, ¿cómo está? Bienvenido. Welcome. Hey, you're using some Don Fulano Blanco. Oh, nice. The Fuerte, the strong, the still strength, or the high proof. Daniel says, I wanted to know if you revisited the El Tesoro Añejo single barrel, the Lafrig edition you got from Old Town Tequila. If so, what were your thoughts? Yeah, I like it. I mean, I liked it when I tried it before. So yeah, I've revisited and I enjoy it. I don't think it's that bad. Some people that have had other barrels, the ones that weren't from Old Town, didn't like the peatiness on it and stuff, which it does have the peatiness from Scotch. I actually didn't mind it. I like it. So I actually have a bottle of the Cessanac coming too, and I'm looking forward to trying that. And I'll do a review on that for you guys when it comes in. It's just Reserve Bar sent a note out saying that it's been delayed, and we're probably looking at March before that comes in. So, I mean, I ordered it in December, and they said it was going to come in January, and here we are in March. So when those come in, I'm getting a bottle, so I'll definitely do a review and talk about that one too, and maybe even do a comparison side by side between the Lafroig and the Cessanac and see how they are together. I know the Lafroig is probably going to be a lot more peated than the Cessanac. I'm not much of a Scotch drinker, so I don't know that for sure, but I'm just guessing. A lot of people said the Lafroigs are exceptionally peaty compared to most other Scotches. The Scotches that I've had are like Glenlivet, 25-year single malt. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that when I had Scotch, I wasn't much into the peaty stuff. I like the old single malts. Hey, hola, Don Questo. ¿Cómo está? Bienvenido, welcome. Glad you could make it. What are you sipping on today? I'd love to hear what kind of tequila or agave spirits you're sipping on. Let us know. So right now, for those of you that are just tuning in, I am sipping on some Siete Leguas Añejo. Very good Añejo. The Siete of the Siete Leguas line, the Añejo is my favorite expression of theirs. I really do like the Añejo, and it goes good with cigars. So if I was outside, I would be puffing on a really nice cigar with that right now. So what is this? A few of my buddies are unbelievers when it comes to the staves. Can't wait to give them an XA blind taste in 5 months. There you go. Oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love. What do you mean they're unbelievers? They don't think the staves can do what a barrel can do? I mean, it's the same wood and stuff. You're just putting it in the bottle versus putting it in a barrel. It's just, and it's better quality wood, and it's not used wood, and they're going to be blown away by the flavor and stuff that you get from it. Are you doing the G4 108 proof with us right now? Is that the one that they're going to taste, or did you do something on your own, or what? You're making an El Tesoro Lafroig version using oak staves soaked in Lafroig. There you go. That'll work. I know you're a peated Scotch kind of guy. I know you told me that, so that's good. I'd be interested to hear your tastings on it when you try it. What is it? Nice. That would be awesome. I will note, I woke up this morning and all I could think of was the Cascanas Extra Añejo I had yesterday. So good. Okay, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, I don't lie. When I like something and I say something's good, I really mean it, and I really stand behind it. It's something that I think that when I say something like that, that everyone will enjoy it. And I hope that that's the case when you do try it. So, but it's good. It's really good. It's my favorite American oak aged Extra Añejo. And for me to say that, I mean, there's a lot of Extra Añejos that have been in my life. I've tried a lot of them. And that by far is my favorite right now. I've got 6 bottles of it. So I stocked up on it because we are running low on the Extra Añejo. We're getting to the point now where it's going to be sold out. If I had to guess based on how much we're selling right now, it's going to be sold out probably in the next 3 weeks. I think we're probably going to be out of it. But with that and the Hoven, because both of them we're selling a lot every day, and I don't have that many cases left. And then once it's gone for a while. And even when the next Extra Añejo comes out, it's going to be different. It's going to be a different blend, a different batch. So there's no guarantee it's going to be as good. And that's one of the reasons why I'm stocking up on it. But we'll have to see when the next Extra Añejo comes out, because with them, they're small batches, and so the flavor is going to be different. Just like every single batch of Blanco that they do, the number 9 Blanco, it tastes different from each other. And so sometimes when they come and meet me here to go over tasting something, they'll bring, let's say, this is our newest batch of Blanco. What do you think of it? And yeah, I noticed it does taste different. So like on the shelf over here, I have some of the, if you look behind me here, right here, this is all the Cascanas right here, right? It's all lined up. I've got the number 9 Blanco, the number 10 Blanco. I got the Repo, I got the Añejo, I got the number 9 extra Añejo, and I got the single barrel extra Añejo, all right there, everything. And so they gave me some extra bottles of the number 9. These are different batches. So I can actually pull out different batches and taste them side by side. I probably have 3 different batches of the number 9 here. And they all taste different. And there's none of them have been bad, but they're just different from each other, which I kind of like because they're dealing with different crops of agave. They don't source from the same fields or from the same area. They have an agave whisperer that goes out and finds the best agave he can, and then he calls them and says, hey, I just found a really good batch of agave. You guys need to come check it out and decide if you want it, and if so, then we need to buy it and then use it for a batch. And so then they'll go out and they'll buy however much they need for a batch and then use that for a batch. So they go out and they have a guy that looks for the best agave. It's not like, oh, we use the same fields, we just plant them, and no, it's not like that. They're all over the place. So they get them from different areas. So they're going to get a little bit different flavor profile from terroir in the agave. So that's one thing that I like that's interesting with them is every batch is different, where it's not coming from, the same area. And they try to source from Los Altos. And that's what the Joven, the Reposado that's in the Joven was sourced from Los Altos. But most of the stuff they pull from the Valle, from the valley. And I think that from what I've tasted so far, I think the Valle agave suits their flavor profile the best so far. So, you can't go wrong with Cascanes. All right. You tried to explain to them the stave thing. Yeah. Just Don Fulano. Okay. Cause Don Fulano has, a fuerte, or, a fuerte, a strong, high proof Blanco. Yeah, 80 proof. Okay. You'd never been disappointed with any of them. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that, Joaquin. I can't thank you enough because it's not cheap. It's not cheap. And my goal isn't to help you find the cheapest tequila that there is out on the market. It's to help you find some of the best. And so sometimes it's expensive and sometimes it's not so expensive. You'll see, the buys that we're doing for the collective this year, a lot of them are going to be pretty inexpensive. So there might be a few that are a little more costly, but most of them are going to be very, 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 very reasonable. Not, with Cascanes, because they're small batches and stuff, they're on the pricier side. So like our, that single barrel was $499. The blended barrel was a lot more reasonable at 229 or 219 or something like that. And then, the Reposado is going to be a lot less than that. And then the single barrel Repo that we're doing. And then we've got stuff like the Carrera and stuff that's going to be under 100 easily. And so, there'll be some more reasonably priced stuff. It's just occasionally we get some really special small batch stuff, and that could be more on the pricey side. So, but I think for the money, if somebody said to me, hey, you got $230 to spend on a bottle of tequila, and your choice is Tirsa y Llorona or Cascanes number 9 Extra Añejo, Cascanes will win hands down. I won't even think twice about the Tirsa y Llorona. Never, not even twice. I would grab that bottle and start heading to pay for it right away. So, yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. And if you like it and want to have some around for a while, grab it before it's sold out, because once it's sold out, I don't want people crying and telling me, oh, I should have bought more, because it's not my problem. I told you. I told you. It's going to be like the Criollo too, because we're getting to the point where we're going to be selling out a Criollo. And once that's gone, it's gone for good as well. And I don't want people to come back and go, what do you mean you don't have any Criollo left? I wanted to get some. I'm like, well, I told you guys to stock up on it, because it's going. And once it's gone, it's gone. So don't miss out on it, all right? You were sipping on Siete Leguas and Cascanes, like I said last night. Okay, good. I like Siete Leguas. The Añejo is good. You were sipping on the El Tequilino Repo Crystallino. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Crystallino's, only really, well, there's two Crystallinos that I recommend, and that is the El Tequilano Crystallino, and then the San Matias Cristal. And it's because both of them, there's no additives in them. The El Tequilano, since they used reposado and it was very light, they didn't need a lot of filtering to get the color out of it. And so it's got a lot of agave flavor to it. Where the San Matias Cristal is still tastes like an añejo and stuff, and has the añejo flavoring to it, but it's very, very light to the point where it doesn't blow your palate out. And so like yesterday, having a cigar and some of that, I had some nice añejo flavors there, very, very, very light. But I really enjoyed the cigar more that I was smoking, and then I could drink a lot of it without blowing out my palate for the other Super Bowl food and stuff that I'll be consuming later. So I like that as one that's like an all-day sipper type of thing, a session tequila to say the least, because it doesn't overwhelm your palate with flavor, but it's got light flavor there. And it's also good for somebody that you want to introduce to tequila for the first time, and you don't want to overwhelm them with flavors and stuff. They would drink that and say, this is good. Even my wife like sipped it and said, I could drink this neat, because it's very, very easy to drink. It's very light on the flavor, and it was enjoyable. So, and there's no additives to it. So no vanilla or caramel additives or anything like that. It's just filtered, and it's filtered too, because how light the flavor is on it, and compared to what the flavor profiles, the stuff that comes out of San Matias is normally like. And I know them really well. I've been there and seen their facilities. They don't do any carbon filtering. They do carbon filtering, but they don't use any additives, anything. And I've tasted stuff right out of the barrel, like the San Matias Gran Reserva, right out of the barrel, and it tastes just like the stuff in the bottle does. So I know they don't use additives. So, So how full does your bottle have to be when you can save it for a while before it's too low and it's better to finish the bottle? It's like if you have a bottle and it's like down here, I would just say finish it. I have bottles that are like, that full, that are fine, and higher, that are fine. But when it gets to the point where there's just a little bit in the bottle, just finish it, for God's sakes. You don't need to keep that little bit of tequila around. Just drink it, because when it's going to have too much air exposure, and it'll make it weaker. It won't go bad. It just gets weaker in flavor and stuff because it gets aerated or oxidated. So just finish it at that point. Are you familiar with the Tequila Aficionado channel? My uncle is part of the tasting review videos. Yeah, I'm familiar with Tequila Aficionado. It's Mike Morales. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with it. Yeah. Sipping the number 9 XA tonight. Oh, nice. Very nice, Bonnie. I love that number 9 XA. I should be sipping on it tonight too, but I'm not. I'm sipping Siete Leguas Añejo. So, salute. So, anybody else sipping on anything fun or good this evening? Just turn some music on. Hey, you're welcome. No problem. Yeah. I don't worry about how full the bottles are until they're really low, and then I just drink it. I mean, if you're going to hold it for a while, you're afraid to drink the last sips of it, just fill it with some argon gas and put some wax, paraffin wax around the top of it if you want to preserve it. But a lot of times it's not worth the price of the argon gas to do that. So I don't worry about it. right, so what's going on today? Let's see what else can we talk about. We talked about a bunch of stuff on Saturday. Hey, Saturday's episode was a lot of fun. You guys were really nice. I think Saturdays work out good for you guys. You're all energized and have great questions, and I think we have some more people that aren't normal visitors showing up for that, which I think's really good. So some things that we could talk about today. The projects, we're now week 2 on our aging projects, and what do you guys think about how they're coming along so far? Are you salivating watching them change colors and stuff? Is it making your mouth water, wondering how good a flavor profile they're going to have? What are you guys thinking so far of the aging project? So you switched to mezcal tonight. You're drinking mezcal Vago Ensemble. Oh, very nice. The one from the collective ensemble. I love that ensemble. It's really good. You talk about buying various special tequilas. Can you go over how to be part of that again? Yeah, that's the Tequila Barrel Collective. The instructions for joining are in the in the description below. You basically just click on the become a member of the Discord, and you sign up. There's 3 plans for the Discord. All of them include the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective. The aficionado plan and the TBAC member plan are exactly the same plans, but I just added one with TBAC member because people were confused and didn't understand, and now it made sense to them that okay, that's the way they know they're a member. But they're both the plans have the exact same permissions and the exact same benefits. The Maestro plan is different, where with the Maestro plan you get a personal one-on-one tasting every month with me, a video tasting where I bring you on video, and it's just the 2 of us. It isn't broadcasted on the live stream or anything, and we just do a tasting and go over flavor profiles and stuff, and and learn about expanding palates and doing tastings. So we have just a few people on the Maestro. I don't want that one to fill up too much because it's going to take a lot of time. But that one, we have a few people, and so we're going to be planning their tastings and stuff. But it's the aficionado plan and the TBAC member plan. And the TBAC, the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective, is what it stands for, is the group where we do the special buys and special batches of stuff. And that's where we have the Cascanas. Extra Nejo was a Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective buy. That's open to everybody now. So was the Vago Ensemble. So was the La Luna Ancestral special batch. So was the Joven from Cascanes. Those were all special Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective buys. And so is the Single Barrel Reposado from Cascanes. That is also a Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective. So the people in the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective are the first to get access to them. And if they buy them up, then so be it. There's no limit on how much they can buy. They can buy as much as they want, and if there's none left by the time it's ready to go public, then it doesn't go public. So, and you have to miss out on it. Sorry, but that's one of the benefits of being a member, is you get to buy as much as you want, as early as anybody can get it. So it pretty much guarantees that you'll get some, as long as you watch and respond to the link when it goes up. So, so far, it's gonna be good. So we have some really good special buys that are gonna be happening. So you're really interested in that Joven you keep talking about? Okay, good. We'll pick some up. It's on Ferment and Still. It's really good. Ferment and Still. It's FermentandStill.com. Fermentandstill.com. Not fermented still. Not ferment still. It's ferment, ferment, FERMENT and AND still STILL.com. And you can buy the Joven there. We have it. We're one of the only online retail. We were the first one to have it. We had an exclusive on it for a while. We weren't able to sell all of it, but we still have probably the most of it right now. And once it's sold out, it will be gone. So all right, have you ever tasted the Blanco that is the base for Raysol. Curious what the taste notes are before the wood flavors. Yeah, I've tasted it before. I tasted it right out of the still. It's good. It's a really good Blanco. Really, that's all it is. I mean, good Blancos make good aged spirits, right? So it's just a really good Blanco. Can't wait for them to be ready. I can't wait either. It's going to be really good. Everyone's going to go crazy over them. Yep. Okay. I look at my bottle every day. There you go. There you go. And it's getting darker and darker, right? It's starting to look good. Mine's looking really good. I'm excited. I think this is going to be. I think picking the G4 108 proof with, I think, EBA 101 was the one that picked that. I think that's going to be a really nice choice. It's going to really age nicely with the staves. Hey, thanks for the unicorn episode. I enjoyed hunting for the old dusties. Okay, good. Yeah. Now that was a fun one to do. I thought I'd do something a little different because everyone keeps asking me about hunting and finding stuff, and you don't have to look for the white label Altosaurus because there's stuff that's what's called unobtainium, and that's like unobtainium unless you're willing to pay the bandits, the pirates and stuff to get bottles that they've stocked up from years ago, which I don't recommend doing it. You're not going to taste anything different in those bottles than you taste in anything out now. I mean, it's tequila. So you can, I guess, imagine yourself to taste something different, but it's just going to be really good tequila, which is just like any other tequila, any other El Tesoro that's out now. It's just different agave at the time. So don't go crazy about it. I mean, I don't buy bottles from anybody except the distributor and the brands. I don't buy from second market, aftermarket people that want to jack up prices. I don't do that. I don't believe in it. I would never do it. And one of the reasons why I have some of the haters I do is because I've been verbally outspoken about it, because it ruins the ability for people that like you and I that want to try stuff that's special from getting it, because these guys hoard up all the bottles. And a good example of that is the Fortaleza Winter Blend. These guys were hoarding up the bottles when it first was released. Everybody was selling it for like $80, $88, $89, which is like retail price, which is, it's supposed to sell for the same price as the Añejo. And all these guys, since they knew it was limited edition and stuff, they were posting pictures of them with like 5-6 cases. So they go and they buy up all of what the store had. They go and they buy up all of what Old Town had. And then people wanted to try it so badly that they're then putting them online and selling them for $200-300 a bottle, and people were paying it. And then what happens is the retailers are all in these groups. They see all these people paying these higher prices to these pirates, to these aftermarket people, and they're thinking, well, if they're willing to pay that much to these aftermarket people, why shouldn't we sell it that high in the first place and make extra money instead of these guys, these pirates, making extra money? So instead, the retailers started jacking the prices up. That keeps the pirates from buying them and reselling them. And they get pissed and start complaining about the retailers jacking the prices up. But hey, they were the ones that caused it in the first place. So I don't feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for those of us that wanted to try it and get it, and are looking at higher price tags for it. So I don't recommend paying the higher price tags to anybody for it. Just let it go. Don't buy it. And if you don't buy it, they're going to get stuck with it. And if they don't want to get stuck with it, they're going to lower the price to get rid of it. And that's when you can jump on it, when it's back to retail. And they basically are getting their money back and getting even. That I'm okay with, paying a regular price on it, but not the jacked up prices that they were doing. So that's one of the reasons why I did that episode, so you guys kind of know what to look for and how to find things on your own without paying the jacked up prices that some of these guys charge in the Facebook groups and stuff where they're illegally selling bottles. And by the way, the distributors and the brands hate people that do that. And they also hate the guys that try to be smart and go into Mexico and buy stuff and smuggle it across the border. There's people that are being watched for doing that. I've been told they're being watched. So don't get involved with those people, or you could end up being watched too by people that you don't want watching you. So there you go. The total wine you visited on your video looked like the Rancho one. It is, Rancho Cucamonga. That's it. That's the one. That's the one I went to. Really love the Cascanas number 9 restock. It is the second time. Wondering if there are others that have the same flavor profile as the number. It wasn't a restock. It's not a restock. It's the original. There hasn't been another version of that. There's not a restock. If you're talking about the extra añejo, if that's what you're talking about, that's not a restock. That's the original. There's no restock. Hey, hombre, I finally bought some Denver and Lightly glass. I love that. Yeah, make a huge difference, right? Right, Ramos? Everyone's like, oh, they're $40, but they're worth it. They're so worth the $40. So, they're so worth it. I highly recommend them. And I see people that are like, I can't spend $40 on a glass. It's like, well, you're missing out, buddy, because you can spend a lot less on a glass and it's not going to be nearly as good as the Denver and Lightly. I've tried them all. I have them all. They're all up here. You know, I've tried them all. And this by far blows all of them out of the water. And when they said they spent 2 years researching to find the best glass, based on my experience with this glass, I believe it. I do believe it. For my Vegas bachelor party this weekend, I'm taking Sangre Alteña, Añejo, and Azuñia Repo. Oh, nice. Very nice. Going to Vegas, huh? Nice. Hey, Sub-Zero, what's up? What's up, Romano? How you doing? Yeah, you've seen the winter blend at a retail for $199. Exactly. Yeah, and it's like, no. And people, you know, my supplier, when they got us the winter blend, you know, originally they're like, all right, this is your price. And I was like, okay, that's the bet. And they're like, yeah, that's it. So we put it up and we sold it for, I think it was $179.99. And then I went back to him and I go, look, you know, something's off about this. You can't tell me that is the retail, that's the wholesale price on this. You can't tell me that's the wholesale price. I know it's got to be less. You can't tell me that's wholesale. And they said, well, you know, that's in demand and it's allocated. So, you know, we marked it up a little more. And I go, no, let's not do that. Let's not be those guys. Let's set an example and be the people that care more about getting it in the right people's hands, which I'll make sure the right people get it and not the hoarders that are going to resell it. And let's not be that. Let's set an example for online retailers. And they said, all right, well, since we're partnered and stuff, okay, you know, what do you want to do? And I said, give me $50 back from each of those bottles, $50 off, and then I'll refund that to the ferment and still people. And let's set a good example of how not to be these people that jack up the prices on stuff. But I'll be making sure too that the people that get it are people that are aficionados and not hoarders and that are going to resell it and stuff, people that will enjoy it. And they said, okay, all right, we'll do that. So then I went back and refunded $50 to everybody that bought it from us, so that they paid a reasonable price for it and not the ridiculous price. So, and I hope those of you that did got your refund and enjoyed your bottles for a more reasonable price. So, oh, sorry, I bought more from Fermented Still to restock your stash. Oh, okay. Any other taste like the number 9? No. Nothing else tastes like that number 9. That is my favorite extra neo. It is my favorite American oak aged extra neo. The Raysol, of course, is my favorite French oak aged extra neo. You're not going to find anything like that. It even blows Excellencia out of the water. There's nothing like it. Congratulations. I know I saw an order come in today that you stocked up on it, which very smart, very, very smart. I went, that man knows what he's doing. So good job on that, Kevin. I saw that when it came in. How does the Denver Lightly glass compare to the neat glass? It makes the neat glass, okay, that's what it does. The neat glass is great for bourbon and whiskey. it doesn't do it for agave. And I don't care what people online say, even if they're ambassadors for the neat glass and stuff. The Denver Lily makes agave sing. The neat glass that doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. Big pass on the neat glass for me. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. Good. And you, bro, what is the best tasting whiskey? I don't know. I'm not a whiskey guy. I'm an agave guy. You're on the wrong channel. I've tried everything I know, plus what you recommended. I'm trying to find some different bottles out there. I hadn't any luck, but I'm still trying. Well, keep trying watch my reviews and try the tequila I tell you to try. I don't review whiskey, so I'm not a whiskey guy. But keep watching the videos and try the different tequilas that I recommend, and I'm sure you'll find something that you like. Most people do. Yeah, the Denver Lightly glass and love them. Just curious. Yeah, just once you have the Denver Lightly glass, you can't go to anything else. It just won't compare. It doesn't. You agree with your own brain. Good for you for speaking up. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, I try to set myself aside, being a little different. And I'm not afraid to speak up when I think something's wrong. And that's one thing that my wife constantly tells me is I need to get a filter, she says, and to not voice my displeasure. But I've never been one to do that. I've always been a communicator. I have a communications degree. I worked in radio, in television broadcasting. Speaking is what I do best. If you've seen my typing and writing, my writing skills and stuff are atrocious. I have a lot of typos in what I write and stuff, and I have to go back and correct them because I'm not a great typist. I am good at communicating verbally. That's what my specialty is. And so when I disagree with something and don't like and want to think something's wrong, I am not one to hold back on it. I normally will say something about it, and that upset people. And so I've got haters and stuff that didn't like the fact that I told them what I thought when they tried to tell me something, and that's just tough for them because that's the way I am. Take it or leave it. And so I've got some haters, and you'll find my haters. I'm sure if you ever mention or post one of my videos in other groups, you'll find out about some of my haters. And it's because I don't have a filter. And if there's something I don't agree in and something that's wrong, I will let them know. Yes, Denver Light glasses are nice. You can sign up for Denver and Lively emails and receive a discount, 10%. Better than nothing. I love the glass. It's the best glass. It really is. It stands up against anything that I've tried it against so far. And I've tried it against everything. I have 4 of them. I had 4 before that, and I broke 3 of them. So I replaced mine, but I just learned you don't put them on the sink on the counter where they can get knocked off onto a tile floor because they will break. And when you're done, you clean them real well, dry them, and then put them in your cabinet with your other glasses. That's where I store mine up there, and that way they won't get broken. And then if you take them outside or whatever on the back patio with a cigar, keep them on the table. Don't let them fall off the table. They're not invincible. They don't bounce. They are made from crystal, and so they will break into a million pieces when they hit the ground. And if you want to see a grown man cry, do that in front of you after you paid $40 a piece for them. Yeah, if you're prone to breaking them, just keep them over something soft all times. You guess you'll be stocking a third time. Well, that is smart. I stocked. I have a bunch in my closet, but the Joven and the extra Nejo, because I don't think the next batch that comes out, when they have the next batch of extra Nejo that comes out, is going to be nearly as good as this. So I'm stocking up, so I'll make sure I have plenty to last me for a long time. Just like I have plenty of the Raysol 10-year extra Nejo right here. I bought cases of each of them when we did our buy. I always buy a case of everything. When I do a buy, I always buy a case or more to stock up, because when I buy stuff, I don't buy junk. I don't buy stuff that I personally don't love. If I don't love it, I'm like, yeah, let's pass. Let's come up with something better. When something else comes along, they're like, okay. But if I love it, I'm like, okay, we got to have it. Just like the 1414 Blanco batch that we're going to be getting. Oh my God, it was so good. I had to beg and plead to let me buy the whole batch, and so finally they agreed to it. That stuff's going to be special when it hits. I can't wait for that. Oh, don't worry about autocorrect. I understand. Don't worry. No worries. What is the best tasting tequila? That is a good question, and it's very subjective. So each person is going to have a tequila that they feel is the best tasting. So it's up to you to make that choice. And that's part of the fun of being on the journey, is trying all the different ones and finding out which ones you think are the best tasting. Of course, stay away from the ones that have additives and stuff in it, because that's not real tequila. And I did an analysis on that before, where it's like giving somebody chocolate milk and telling them that it's milk, and then they're like, oh wow, this is great tasting, I love this. And then they're walking around going, I love the flavor of milk is my favorite, and blah blah blah. And then they're like, really? And they hold up and they're like, yeah, this is my favorite milk. And everyone's like, yeah, that's not real milk, that's chocolate milk. And they're like, oh, you're just a purist and a snob. You don't like the fact that it just tastes better, or celebrity owned milk or chocolate milk or whatever, and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, I'm just trying to tell you, that's not what real milk tastes like. That's chocolate milk. They put chocolate in it to make it taste better. Buy the white stuff and try it, not the brown stuff or the strawberry pink stuff. Buy the white stuff and try it. And that's what real milk tastes like. And that's what we try to do here, is to let you know that, you may be liking the flavor of the tequila you're drinking, but it's not really tequila. It's flavored tequila to make it taste better, so you would enjoy it more. And then the stuff that I recommend is all more natural tasting, better quality tequila, that you can know what they were drinking back in the days when they didn't know what additives were, right? What they were drinking back when their great grandfathers and stuff were making it, and what good quality historical tequila tastes like, coming from Mexico. So the best tasting tequila is something that you're gonna have to find out for yourself. And I recommend going through the video reviews that I do and seeing what I say, and trying them and seeing if you agree with me, and putting aside which ones do you like the best. And that's part of the fun, is being on the journey doing that. That's and if I was to tell you this is the best tasting, this is the only one you should have, I'm robbing you of that experience, and I would never ever want to do that. Part of the fun, and we always say enjoy the journey. Part of the fun is trying them and determining for yourself which ones you like best, and what flavor notes that you find that is most interesting and appealing to you. Okay, so Copitas for mezcal would be a waste of money, since I have dimmer. Exactly, yeah, you don't need Copitas. Copitas are like I'm drinking it here.
I drink from Copitas because that's the way they did it back in the old days when they were making pops out of clay in Mexico. And it makes it more authentic because that's the way they drank it. So that's why I use Copita, because it just makes me look like I know what I'm doing, and I'm an aficionado of mezcal. That's why I use Copitas, and it's cool. It's fun.
So that's why. They didn't have science back then to create glasses like the Denver and Liley glass, which, if you watch their video, there's a mezcalero that's using the glass and going, ooh, yeah, this really highlights the flavor profile of my mezcal. So, people are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't bash Copitas, because everyone, if you want to drink from a Copita, drink from a Copita. But you're not going to get any better flavor from a Copita than you are from the Denver and Liley glass. And it just, it's fun. It's cool. It's, the way they used to do it back in the old days. So if you want to be fun and cool, drink from a Copita. If you want to just drink and enjoy all the flavors and stuff that are from the mezcal, then use a Demerara glass. Okay, I'm stepping off my soapbox. I walked into my favorite liquor store a few times, and bottles that I was thinking about buying jumped up 30 to 40 bucks within a week. Wow, really? 30, 40 bucks? They're really jacking up the prices a lot then. That's crazy. I'd find a different liquor store. Hey, C-Spill99, how are you? Did the Elijah Craig company just buy Tequila Ocho and other brands? Is that good for or bad for Tequila Ocho? Yeah, it's Heavens Hill was the one that bought them. I think they own Elijah Craig. Yeah, they bought Samson and Surrey, which is the company that owns Ocho, and they also own Vago. I don't think it's going to be bad for Ocho because they're only part owners of Ocho. The Ocho's owned by Carlos Camarena as well, so Carlos isn't going to let anything happen to it, and they're not going to do anything to change it or anything. They're more interested in some of the whiskeys that were in the collection, their profile, and I think there was other spirits they were more interested in. So I don't think it's going to cause any problems for Ocho, so I wouldn't worry about it. And the fact that Carlos is still the owner, he's the one that has the distillery too. He's going to dictate what happens, and if you know Carlos, you don't tell Carlos what to do. Taste the subject for sure. I still enjoy Cordo Añejo more than Nuevo Uno Añejo, but Hombre has it reversed. But both are great together. Yeah, there you go. People have different flavor profiles. I prefer the Nuevo Uno, so that's my number one Añejo. And I know Kevin, I recommended that to you, that you try that. Thank you for telling me that bro. Thanks so much. Oh, you're welcome. I forget what I told you. Oh, the best tasting tequila. Oh yeah. No, that's part of your journey. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're welcome. Just have fun and explore. But watch the videos so you're going in as a informed consumer. That's why I do the reviews, to give you all the information that you need to make an informed decision. And that's why I provide all the information that I do in the videos, so you are going in knowing what you're talking about. Because a lot of times the people that work at the stores, they don't have a clue, especially like Total Wine. If you're with hey Daniel Grant, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. But a lot of times, the people, you can say to them, or I'm looking for a good tequila, and you go on their recommendations, and they don't know what they're talking about at the stores. They have no clue at all on what they're talking about. So be careful with that, and don't ask people at the store what you should try. Instead, watch my review videos and go off of that. Okay. That's what I recommend. So, all right. So, Daniel, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. And for those of you that don't know, if you want to support the channel, you can do a super chat, which you'll see on the chat box below. There's a $sign. You click on that. You can do super chats or super stickers, and that money goes to helping me support the channel and supporting what I do. And I appreciate it. Anybody that does super chats and stuff, I appreciate that, or super stickers. I always appreciate it, and you get a special thank you for it, as well as you get to see your name pop up here on a little icon on the screen, and you get recognized. All right, bro, cool. All right, hermano, awesome sauce. So where are we now? Oh, it's 4:50. Okay, so we got 10 more minutes before we go to the members only, which we're gonna have a good time on members only today. Heavens Hill tends to be hands off on the manufacturing process for their acquisitions. Ocho should be just fine. Plus, they will probably have more money for expansion and distribution. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I don't think, because Carlos is still owner in it. He still owns a distillery on it. It's not going anywhere. They're not going to do anything to it. I think it's going to be in fine hands. It'll be fine. I don't think there's anything going on with it. So why hasn't Fortaleza released an extra añejo yet? Good question. Because they're putting all their stinking tequila in barrels for Fortaleza Winter Blend. That is my suggestion. It's like, all right, let's just stop with the stupid winter blends that people are going crazy over. And, you know, once you get them, you try them, I was disappointed in the last, three, I think it was 2019 was their last two. 2019 was the best one. That was the first one. That was the best one. After that, the beer one, which was 2020, wasn't good. And this last one wasn't good either. So I think they should just take that tequila, put it in a barrel, and instead of doing winter blends every year, just save it for 3-4 years and come out with an extra añejo. But the reason why they don't do extra añejos, when I asked Guillermo about that, I said, hey, why aren't you doing an extra añejo? Are you going to come out with one again? Because originally they had the extra añejo and it was only available at the distillery. You can only get it when you toured the distillery. But the reason why he told me they haven't been doing it is because every time they fill up an añejo barrel, it's already pretty much sold. So they don't have enough tequila made that they can put some aside for a longer period to do extra añejo. It's basically sold when they fill the barrel. So after a year's up or whatever, they just go ahead and send it off. And it's true, we don't have stock of Fortaleza añejo right now here in Southern California. We don't have the still strength either. We don't have a reposado. We only Fortaleza we have in stock here in Southern California is the Blanco, and that's it. So they don't have anything. Is Suerte additive free? Yes, it's additive free. I'm going to have actually the one of the co-owners of Suerte come on and join us to answer your questions. I'm going to do a full review of the line as well before that, but I've just been talking to one of the owners now, and we're going to have him come on and answer questions for you. So you'll make your own still strength Fortaleza XA with the staves. There you go. That's the way to think, right? Who needs all these aged expressions? Who needs the Fortaleza Extra Neo? Grab a bottle of still strength, drop a stave in it, and make your own. There you go. That's what these staves are good for. You know, we don't need them. We don't need them popping barrels out for us. We just make our own, and we make it taste the way we want. We want it French oak. We want it French oak, for gosh sakes. So we're going to use a French oak one. You know. Terramana versus Casamigos. All right, Wesley, I'm going to give you an assignment to do. Your assignment is to go watch my review of Terramana and watch my review of Casamigos, and you tell me which one you think I'm going to choose. That is your assignment. Go do it. Hey, Ruben. Yeah. Hey, Hombre, do you know if that Pueblo Viejo bottle I posted was from the same time period as the color ribbon? It appears to be from the neck label, assuming that, yeah, they had different labels for different areas, so don't worry about the label, dude. Just try it. It's as long as the date on there is from the same time, it's from the same time. So they had stuff that was older labels that they used up, and they had newer labels, and so the one I had, I think, was a newer label in 07, and you have the older label from 07. So don't worry about the labels. Look at the date on the neck, and that's the true sign of what you got there. So you're doing good. That should be a very tasty, and I don't, what kind of price did you get? Did you get it for a pretty good price? You haven't seen a video where Salza said that there was no such thing as Criollo. I have seen a video where Salza said there's no such thing. Yeah, yeah. That's true. There isn't such thing as Criollo. It's Weber Blue Agave. It's just a term they use for it, and not everybody agrees to the use of the term. It's just a smaller agave, but it's just Weber Blue Agave. That's that's not Criollo. Hey, I contacted Suerte a few months ago for you. I'm glad they finally came through. What? I contacted Suerte. I'm talking to him. You're funny. Wesley, sorry your taste buds from that Sorry for your taste buds from that channel. All right, let's not. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Come on. Rise above. I love the chalkiness of the agave from the Sangre Alteña from that time period. So excited to get into the PV. One of 4 bottles at $16.99. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, my friend. That is what I'm talking about. You got the Tequila Hombre hookup right there, because that bottle is going to be so good for that price. You're going to be so happy, and I'm glad you found it. So that's why I did that video. So I'm glad for the people that are watching it and paying attention and going out and trying to find this stuff, because those that do are going to score big time. I had a lot of people that are angry that I was telling these secrets. They didn't want to know. And I don't care, because I think everybody should get a chance to try some of this stuff. So I know some people went out and scored some of the Viva Los Sanchos from Total Wine, and that is going to be amazing for them. It was on the shelf for $17.99, like I said, at their local store, because they're getting rid of it. So I'm sure there's probably still some bottles out in Palm Desert. I know somebody cleaned out the Laguna Hills one. I think there's like 1 or 2 bottles out in Palm Desert, and there might be some other stores where there's some spatterings of them. I know one guy bought out 4 bottle case. He bought a full case, from Los Angeles. But at $17.99, it's going to be, this is easily like an $80 añejo that you can find right now for $17.99, and you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad I could share it with you guys. What is that? You didn't know anything about Suerte when I asked you about it. I emailed them, not saying you didn't. I just emailed. You can get your opinion now. No, I knew Suerte. I've known Suerte for a long time. I just haven't reviewed him yet. I have the full line. I've been drinking Suerte for a long time. I don't worry. I knew him. So and I actually reached out to them, and because I wanted to get somebody to come out on the show after I do the review. I've got the full line of Suerte. I've been collecting Suerte for about 6 years now. I've got the old crowns. I've got a stash of them because I really like the Crown Extra Neo. So I've been drinking. I don't know where you got the impression that I never heard of them or anything. I've been drinking Suerte for years. So I know all about it. I just haven't reviewed it yet, and I'm going to do a review of the full line. So keep posted on that, and then I'm going to have one of the co-owners join me to talk about it and answer questions for you guys. So have I reviewed the Alchemia 14-year extra yet? I have not reviewed that yet. I'm going to have Don Rudolfo, join us for that as well. I've already talked to him. I've got the full line of Alchemia, but I'm working my way in through these reviews, and I will have a review for it. I have tried them before, so I'm fully aware of the brand and everything. I just haven't done a review, but we'll have that coming. Okay, good. Just playing, but he doesn't know you, so we treat everybody here with respect and dignity, and I expect you guys to do that as well, because this is a good community. We don't want to jump on anybody. I just want him to go and watch the videos and then learn about them before asking a question like that here on the channel. Spend a little time and do a little work. That's all we ask, right? So if he goes and just searches for Terramana and for Casamigos on the channel, he'll get a full idea of what my perceptions are of both of those without needing me to comment on it. So some people need to just do homework, watch the videos. We'll see what I say about things. Search on the channel first to see if I've reviewed stuff before asking me if I reviewed it. That's all I ask, is that we do a little bit of homework. All right, so it's 5 o'clock, guys. So that's it for the Q&A. This Q&A with the Hombre. I'm going to head off and do the members only Q&As. So those of you that are members, hang around, and we'll go see you here in just a minute. And those of you that aren't members, well, thank you for commenting, and thank you for being part of this episode. Don't forget to hit that like button. You guys, we got 35 people here and only 11 likes. Come on, I've been sitting here for an hour. Click that like button. Give me some likes. Show me some love for all the stuff that I share with you guys. Come on, let's see the likes button go. Come on, Click those likes. Click the thumbs up button. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, click the like buttons. All right, guys. We'll see all the members on the members only. So we'll see you then. Salute, guys. Bye. Live stream on Instagram. So if you guys want to join me there, come join me on Instagram for the after party. And until next time, like I would say, life is too short to drink bad mezcal. So be patient, and we'll get you into some really good stuff. Okay. Salute. Bye, guys. See you Wednesday for the review if you don't join me for the after party on Instagram. Bye, guys.